Hi, my name is Alicia Livinggood, and this is my critical creative reflection. Today I will be expressing my unbiased opinion on a film that was titled What Lies Beneath the Surface, and I will also be explaining the filming process that I went through on this long journey. I will be correlating the film to its targeted and predicted audience, and then connecting it to societal issues. The filming process over the past 8 to 10 weeks has been a wonderful experience for not only just me, but also my family. It has been extremely nice to spend time with my sister-in-law as we brainstormed shot ideas, camera angles to use in the film, and also different sounds because we created a lot of sounds together as well. The next clip after this shows my sister-in-law giving feedback on her role in my film and how she thought the filming process was.
Filming with Alicia was very fun and entertaining. I was extremely impressed with her creativity and the way that she could capture different angles for different scenes.
My sister-in-law was the main character in my film, and it gave us time to hang out together and brainstorm shot ideas, camera angles, sounds that I wanted to use in my film. Every component that really built my film was because of our ideas together. Not just my ideas, not just her ideas. It was a teamwork effort, and I really appreciated that quality time that I spent with her as well. To begin, I believe that it is extremely important to express my initial attention for this film. The genre that I decided to focus on for my film was a mystery film, which had changed from my original idea to do a horror film. And I decided to change my genres about midway through my brainstorming process. This was actually quite rocky for me to do because of the time window we had. It's kind of hard to just stop everything and change your idea like at a snap of a finger. So it was honestly quite hard for me, but I'm sure it would be difficult for anyone to just stop and basically change the overall theme and the overall message that I wanted to project through my film. What really helped me the most in the process of this change was the tips and tricks that I've learned while being in the media studies course. With learning so much about cinematography, it was quite easy for me to decide the types of camera angles and sounds I wanted to use in my film. So the main character in my film is a girl named Sunny, which is played by my sister-in-law. Sunny is the only character that is able to be seen on screen because it gives her like a strong, empowering feeling. I feel like that was my intention of putting her as the only character on screen. There is an off-screen character named Jeff. Jeff is the guy who is her boss and is the one that's making the calls about her. I did that for a strategic reason. If they cannot hear the calls, they don't have any clue of what's happening next. They only hear Sunny's side, which leaves them wondering even more. And then it progresses them into the final scene where Sunny finds something in the woods. In the horror genre, women are typically seen at a lower scale than men. What I mean by this is that men are usually seen as superior to women in almost every film. For example, men are always seen as the heroes in the films or the ones saving the day, but a woman is always who is in trouble in the film, or the one who's getting murdered in the film, or the one who's clueless. And if the woman is in trouble in the film, it was always the duty of the man to go and save her. As women become more prominent in movies, especially horror movies, their roles have changed like dramatically. The main character in my film is a girl named Sunny, like I previously mentioned, and she fits into the societal norms of our society because she is pictured as a young, clueless girl. Even though she is seen as clueless, her actions show that she is so much more than just a dumb blonde, which she may be pictured as. My film deals with a bunch of different aspects that may become quite controversial to some people. It was important for me personally to cast my main character as a female to prove to society that women can have a higher role, especially in films. This was done to show that what is on the outside does not matter, because it is usually seen that women who are blonde, especially, are seen as dumber, or they do silly things that make them appear stupid, which is why there's always like a saying like blonde moment, like just because she is blonde doesn't mean she can't be a smart, independent, and powerful woman. I made my main character a female to show what is on the outside does not matter, and it is better to represent who you are on the inside, and not to let what people say or looks especially switch up who you are on the inside. Related to the theme, do not judge a book by its cover. Honestly, I wanted to produce a film that could prove that women could take lead in movies, and they can also do so in a way that is just as well or even better as a man can. When deciding what I wanted my film to be about and what I wanted to contain in the film, there were a lot of different things that had to be considered before deciding what was right for it. Not only did characters, setting, lighting, costuming, makeup all come into play, but what was really important for me was the effect my film would have on the audience. My film was targeted towards all types of women and people interested in women empowerment or women reaching equality. My film would show that women are capable even when the world is against them. This relates to the idea of the innocent, vulnerable young girl in my film being perceived as a victim, but then seen differently as she uses her mind critically to solve the mystery, making the women viewers feel capable and confident even when there are times where they feel so vulnerable or seen as not enough. Assuming that if my film was released into society, it would cause an uprising in female leads in movies. Many films these days are using women leads to show empowerment, and mine would just add to that. Movies like Wonder Woman and Hunger Games show lead woman roles to help better show women empowerment in our society. In the Hunger Games movie, Katniss Everdeen is the main lead role in the film. She shows that a woman does not need a man to be powerful, and shows that she can take down any competition just from her confidence and skill. Prior to production and even earlier than being assigned this project, I had little to no experience with filming, editing, and directing. I didn't even really know how to work a camera, and so this class really helped with that. I had a little bit of knowledge on how to edit certain clips and piece them together. I did not have any clue on how camera angles could completely change a shot, because now that I'm looking back on it, camera angles really have such a high impact on scenes and shots in movies. After watching so many movie clips in the media studies class and having to analyze them, I've really determined that a camera angle is what makes or breaks a shot. Aice Media Studies class, I was able to learn the great impact of these camera angles. At first, it took a few takes for the shot to come out how I liked. As I progressed in my filming process, I began to brainstorm camera angles that better suited my scenes. The ability that I first had before this project took place was quite slim. I was unhappy with the shots that I was producing, so to better my ability, I began practicing. This we did in the Aice Media Studies class. I also practiced outside of school and also on my blogs. As I became more familiar with the types of shots I was going to include in my film, although I was not able to begin recording in this project, I had used my iPhone camera to film it all. Over the span of this school year, iPhone camera has its pros and cons. I have gained knowledge that has helped me not only learn new skills, but also how to apply those skills to my production. One of the pros of using an iPhone camera was that it was super easy to transfer and edit all my shots and all the recordings I took because it would already be on my iPhone. Another pro was that it was super easy to hold in position for shots, and it was just me that had to be moving around to get the correct angles. Although the quality of an iPhone camera may not compare to the quality of an actual filming camera, I still believe that the quality was quite good enough to express my overall idea and purpose through my production. Another form of technology that was used in my film was the app called VN Editor. This app allowed me to edit all of my clips and better place them accordingly in my video. Without it, I don't believe that my film would have come out so clear to understand with all the labeled buttons. And I use this app to shorten the lengths of my clips, add music or sound effects to my video, and also to add transitions. Filming has become so much easier for cinematographers to expand their ideas and project their overall message. I also used a car in my film, which it is not a newer car, so really it's not that modern, but what makes it modern is the stereo system being Bluetooth and the screen that is displayed in one of the first clips. With having a Bluetooth screen in this old car, it gives it a modern feel and shows the music being played over the screen of the car. With the help of evolving technologies in society, filming has become so much easier for cinematographers to expand their ideas and project their overall message. The screen displays the call coming through and also shows that she can either accept or decline the call. This project was really fun to work on, and so I'm going to show you some of my favorite shots that took place in my production, and also more or less the bloopers. What I really love about this shot where she finds the body is how she walks into it and aligns herself. This shot right here is the reason why we got everybody laughing in this clip. The way Erica was moving her hands on the wheel while the car wasn't moving had me, my dad, and her all cracking up. My time in the media studies class has been one that I have enjoyed. As we come to the end of the year and our projects are finally over, we begin to think about what our next project will be. With the knowledge that I've learned on cinematography and all of its tips and tricks to make a masterpiece, I want to apply my knowledge past this project and onto something greater in the future. Thank you so much for watching my critical creative reflection, and I hope to turn your eyes and engage you in my production. Thank you so much again for following me on this journey in the growth of my skills. Again, my name is Aice Livingood, and I hope you guys enjoyed my 2-minute opener to the film titled What Lies Beneath the Surface.